Hi guys, thank you for watching CHIARABERRAGNI. I'm Ruby here. So if you think that my voice sounds a little bad, different from what I usually sounds like, I don't sound fantastic, but I'm still having a little sore throat. But today I'm actually very excited to share with you a couple of items that I've purchased from mid-range all the way to expensive. So let's get started. So the first brand that I will start will be SJP, Sarah Jessica Parker brand. So here is it. I have never purchased this brand before until recently when I went for shopping in a Robinson department store, and I came across this brand. I mean, I always like Jessica. I always love her movies, especially like Sex and the City. Yeah, correct. And I mean, like, if you guys has been like watching over her in terms of her fashions and her shoe, you do actually notice that she and me have something similar, which is like we actually have narrow feet. So I was really excited when I tried on this pair of shoes. I was like, wow, that's really comfortable, and the fit was so awesome. I would say, like, if you actually have narrow feet like me, you should check out this brand. So this is actually my first pair of SJP, as I mentioned earlier. So this is the packaging box that they had. Like it's actually pinkish color, so I'm not sure if you could see it from my camera that I'm filming from my iPhone 10. So I do not have the packaging bag because it's actually buying from the department store, so the paper bag is actually Robinson paper bag. So I don't think you guys will be keen to take a look at that, right? So anyway, so this is how it looks when I open the box up. So this is the very first thing I saw is the authenticity card, I guess, like telling you that like appreciation notes over here. Thank you for choosing SJP by Sarah Jessica Parker, and talking about like the design and everything. And they have mentioned that they are all their shoes are actually made in Italy. Okay, and then it comes with only one shoe bag. So the packaging is actually very consistent, like what I mentioned earlier. The box is in pink, pastel pink, and the shoe dust bag is actually in pastel pink as well, with the brand stated in front in gray color. Yep, correct. So the brand name is only at the front. Oops. And for the back, nothing. So after I take it out, each pair of shoes is actually wrapped in a plastic bag like what you could see over here. So this is a pair of their SJP classic heels, and the name is called Lucille. I think I did not pronounce it wrongly. So the heel's length is actually 100 mm. So it's considered really comfortable for such a long and thin heel. If you could see, it's not exactly outside, so it actually curves inwards. So it actually has a very good stability for this pair of heels. And if I'm not wrong, I read online, so every season they always have this design, but it just comes in different color. So this entire shoe is actually in satin black, so I could easily match with any outfit. And they have a ribbon over here, which is at the back. Could you see? So for all SJP shoes, regardless it's flats, high heels, slippers, boots, or whatever, they will actually have this over here. It's actually their signature GROSGRAIN flat, which is over here. Could you see? Yeah. So I will actually show some images over here as well, so you can see like what are the other design, and they actually has this GROSGRAIN thing here. And depending on season and the choice of the main shoes, sometimes for this GROSGRAIN flap over here. It actually comes in different design, a contrasting design to create a creative attraction point. So I mean, like for me, I actually prefer it totally black because I want it as subtle as possible, so it's like suitable for work or like after work casual date night shoes. So I think this is actually fabulous. So and this is the inner part of the shoe. It's actually in skin tone, so it's fully leather line and velvet at the back of it. Yeah, and the logo SJP is in gray. Yes, correct. So underneath is also leather as well. Yep, with their logo stated. Honestly, I'm really happy to get this because I got this during sales. It's around like 50% off in Singapore. So, and I really love it. It's so pretty. It's totally a head turner. Like, look at it. It's really beautiful when I wear it, and you're gonna check out the modeling video at the end of this whole review. However, for this shoe, what I'm actually disappointed is that for its original price in Singapore, it's actually selling at around 600 plus Sing dollars, and it's not considered cheap for this pair of shoes. So if I'm not getting it during sales, it's really expensive. And for expensive shoes, I would actually not expect any sort of join line. Could you see? I'm sorry because it's black, so maybe it's not that obvious. So even for the inner part as well, could you see there's join line? So normally for my luxury shoes, like if I'm buying from Hermes, Valentino and all this, it does not have join line like that. So for the price point of 600, this is not something very acceptable. But with 50% discount like what I've told you earlier, it's okay. But anyway, it's really comfortable and stable and super awesome for slim feet. So if you are just like me, have slim and narrow feet, you might want to check this out. So let's move on to the next item, shall we? This is the next one I'm going to review on. I'm not sure if all of you are aware of this brand, but their logo, which is a blinking eyes, is actually one of their classic and signature ones. And a lot of people actually likes to wear tiara, t-shirts and sweater. So I've never got any of their clothing. This is my very first item from this brand. So if you do actually follow her on Instagram and everything, she's a really awesome and pretty fashion blogger, and she is so awesome even for design as well. So I'm really glad that I bought this pair, even though it's not the current fashion design, it's something off-season, but I really love it. It totally attracts my attention. So let's start to review and unbox this together, shall we? Okay, so as you can see, the entire box is actually in pastel blue. Yep, correct. And then a brand's signature logo as well as brand is actually stated at the top of the shoe box. Yep, correct. So when I open it up, it will have a welcome card. And next is a super cute shoe dust bag, and it comes in the pair. And you know, the material is totally in cotton drawstring, and so the material, and you look at the design, it looks like baby sort of like pajamas material. It's so freaking cute though. Yeah, it's quite teen actually, but overall it's like really cute. I like it a lot. So I bought myself a pair of Mules, and it's a flat Mules. So after taking it out from the box, it actually has a protecting plastic like what you could see over here. So let me remove it so we could go into detail on how it actually looks. So I got this pair of Mules from sales as well, and it happens to be more than 50%. So I was like, oh dear, I'm gonna try it. And I bought it at size 36. I think it would be more suitable for me if it's size 36.5. I did try size 37 for this pair of shoe. It's a little loose at the front for me, and the length is just nice for size 37. So, but unfortunately, if I'm not wrong, for this brand, regardless is their high heels, flats, or even their slip-on mules like this, they do not have half size. They just have like, it's one size up, there isn't half size up. So I could either go for size 36 or 37. So I decided to go for size 36. Yes. So if you do not have a narrow fit like me, then I guess you could just go for like your original size. So for me, majority of my shoe size is actually size 37. So for this case, I bought the size 36. They have stuffing on it. Let me remove it so that I could do a more detailed review. So as you can see, they actually have this star logo, and the surface material is actually in velvet. The color of this, it does not have any fancy name for the color, it's just blue and white. And the interior for all their shoe is just matching and consistent as per their packaging in pastel blue. And they have the brand over here. And it's really comfortable because if you notice from this angle that they actually have some cushions for their slip-on. And come on, we ladies, when we wear our shoes for fashion and everything, we do deserve some cushions, right? Yep, so yeah, it's really comfortable. And the inner lining is in leather, and so as well as for the bottom, and you could see it's actually size 36, and it had actually indicated made in Italy. So both of them are new. I have only tried in the store and it's a little dirty. Also, the reason why it's dirty because this is the only last pair display left for me. But it's so good of a deal, which is cheap. It's more than 50% off. So I just get it. Like normally I prefer to get new pieces rather than display. But this is too good of a deal that I could not resist. So that's it for this pair of Mules. Let's move on to the next item and hold on for the modeling videos at the end of this whole review and unboxing. So are you guys all waiting for the very last item, the most expensive among all the other shoes that I've purchased? So I have actually got this from Hermes and during sales. So I've got this for a period of time, so I haven't had the time to actually review, and I really wanted to try it. So I have already done the undersole and has already wore it out. So let's check it out together. So this is the pair of Hermes or Hermes sandals that I've got during sales. So this is really pretty. If I'm not wrong, it should be under their 2015 or 2016 collection, but I got it during sales. And you know, like a lot of times, like even though it might be coming out, it might have released in certain seasons, but for some reason, different countries and all this, they might receive stock later. And as well as for the sales item, so I got this at a steal, really. This pair of slipper is called Karlotta, I think. So I'm not too sure. I will indicate the name underneath. So I noticed for majority of the shoes, even though most of the time when I'm wearing other brands, I'm wearing size 37. For Hermes, I noticed that I am actually wearing size 36 for majority of their shoes, and it actually applies for this pair of sandals as well. So this sandals is fully in leather, as you could see, and it's actually laser cut to create the prints. It's so pretty. So for this print, it actually has a name, but I could not pronounce it. I will actually indicate in my video as well. So it's actually stylish, and this design actually comes with different height. They have in wedges, in high heels, and for me, I actually got this during sales, and during the sales, they only have it in sandals flats form, like what you could see here. And for this actually comes in multiple colors, but during sales they only left with black and white. So I got the black one because it's easy to match and it's really leather. So over times when you wear, there's wrinkles. You know, it's like wrinkles on the surface. So I guess black is able to hide the wrinkles as compared to white. So I got the black one. So it comes with gold hardware for the buckle, which you could see over here. Yeah. And the undersole, like what I told you, I am so excited to wear it. So I have already bring it to the cobbler to actually get it done. So I very worried so it doesn't look really clean, but I try to clean it so that I could film it for you guys. So the brand logo is over here, my sizing 36, as well as like making Italy, and entire sandal is totally in leather. Just to take note that like if you purchase items from sales, they will actually have indication. So for this pair of sandals, they actually indicated as over here for sales. So yeah, I think it's not obvious, so it's fine, but you guys know I got it from steal, so it was a really great steal. I'm very happy about that. This pair of sandals, in terms of fitting, is very similar with these Hermes jelly slipper that I had. So if you have watched my video, you notice that I actually purchased two pairs. One is actually size 37 and the other is actually size 36. So both size 36 for the sandal as well as this jelly slippers is actually of the same length. So both of them is actually of the same length. And the opening at the front, which I mentioned here, is also the equal width. So for people with narrow feet like me, you could use this as a guideline on choosing the correct sandals and slippers if you're buying any of them from Hermes, because they are seriously not cheap. Because the original price for this sandals is actually 1050 Singapore dollars. So it's actually really expensive, so I'm really happy to get it during sales. I've already done the unboxing and reviewing on items that I've recently purchased, so I'll be doing a modeling videos on how it looks on me. So stay tuned. And then for the other two items which I have unboxed but I've never worn it, I will be, as usual, sending it to my favorite cobbler to get the undersole done so that it could protect and let the shoe last longer. So if I have the time, I might film it and include it to the end of this video as well. So here we are at Robinson checking out SJP collection. So for this season, they actually have sparkling all the ways to bright colors, and I'm so excited to try it. And now it's home with me. So the sparkling collection is really pretty, but when I touch the material, it seems really thick and hard, so maybe not, it just seems too painful. So wearing this pair of shoes is not only beautiful, it's extremely comfortable and stable. And this color you could easily match with any outfit. So at Robinson, they have Chiara collection as well. So I was excited to check out the sparkling shoes, but it's extremely hard, just like the SJP. So painful, and I'm not gonna hurt my feet. This sneaker seems to have more cushions, as you can see at the back. I might be considering to get a pair. So let's check out the modeling videos of this pair of Mules. They're really comfortable. It's slightly smaller in terms of length. My feet is slightly ducking out, but overall it's good. Though this video has nothing to do with my sandals, but while I'm shopping at Hermes, I totally fall in love with this pair of shoes. But it seems a little painful, so I'm still thinking whether should I get it. So let's check out the modeling video of me in my Hermes sandals. It's really comfortable. Size 36 is perfectly awesome for me. So it has come to the end of this review and unboxing. I hope you guys like my review, and if you do, please subscribe to us and put a thumbs up like. And that's all for today. Bye!